I, for the last 10 or 12 years, have focused on trying to provide very rational analyses of the environmental impacts of aviation. And aviation's interesting in that regard because it's a very rapidly growing mode of transportation, and there aren't many substitution options for it for long-term travel, particularly over oceans. If you want to move quickly, there are other ways to get there, but it takes a long time. And it has some unique impacts on the environment, and the environment is also a topic that can be very much influenced by political and perception issues. So there's a very important role for universities generally, MIT in this particular case, working closely with government, with industry, with community and other groups to do analyses that tell us, well, what are the impacts and what are the benefits of various alternatives we have for addressing these. So for the last 10 or 12 years, we've done a lot of direct analysis of those alternatives for the U.S. federal government. So that's an example, much like our relationships with industry, where we're working in a way with the federal government which is different from what you would assume. One way to work with the federal government is that you would write a proposal to the National Science Foundation. They would send you some money, and a couple times a year you send them a report on the outcomes of the work. Our relationship with the Federal Aviation Administration in analyzing policies and technology options that they're considering is done in a more full contact way. It's telecons every day or every couple days with various members of the team. It's analyzing things, and then they are going off shortly thereafter to international meetings, and it's helping to inform the decisions that they make within the government and at those international meetings. So it's a much more interactive, fluid, collaborative kind of research. But what's great about it from our perspective is that it enables us to work on real problems that we can see real effects occurring afterwards. And it just goes back to MIT's overall sort of ethos, and that's that we like to work on practical problems that we can see an impact with. So for me, and I didn't start out working on policy analyses, but for me it was a really neat transition to realize that you could have more influence on technology that would improve the environmental performance of aviation through giving advice to the people who set the policies than by developing the technologies that respond to those. Right? So it was just a way to have a bigger impact on a problem that I cared about and still care about.